Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be covering the addition and subtraction of fractions. So let's write that down. And I would like to start with a very simple example, something that most people would know. But here we're not just trying to know the answer, we're trying to know how to get to the answer. I once read a metaphysics book that said if you find a problem too difficult to solve, give yourself a simpler form of that problem. It might help you, usually will help you solve the more difficult problem. So let's start with this. So I'm going to start with the way a lot of a lot of test prep books show you how to do this. Then I'll show you the method I recommend that you use. I guess it's the method that most people use when trying to solve more advanced mathematics. So this is how they tell you. They said to just multiply the denominators and then cross multiply the individual denominators with the numerators. The reason why I don't like this is because it doesn't exactly tell you why you're doing this, and then also it doesn't quite work efficiently when you're adding or working with more than two fractions. It becomes quite cumbersome to just do this here. But let's go ahead and use this method here, and we're going to get 2 times 2 at the bottom is 4, and then this 2 times this one here plus this 2 times that one. That's, well, should I have to write 2 plus 2? And that's the answer that we all know. So the method I suggest you use, I think, is the most commonly used. At least this was how I was taught in high school. So here you want to find the lowest common multiple. And obviously the lowest common multiple between these two is 2 because they're the same number. 2 divides into 2. So you say 2 and 2 is 1. So 1 times 1 plus 2 and 2 is 1 times 1. This is 2 divided by 2. And then of course you get 1. And on the onset, you can see the difference here. These are larger numbers than these ones, and that's the advantage of taking the lowest common multiple. You tend to work with lower numbers, and that's much better than having to work with higher numbers. So essentially, your objective here is to make sure the base are the same. That's in base. The denominators are the same, so you're comparing apples and apples. If this were 3, then they wouldn't be the same. You can't just add them straightforward. Like this one here, you can add them straightforward because the denominators are the same. So you just take 2 and then you add the numerators, and that will just give you 2 up here, and 2 divided by 2, and you get 1. So we are going to go to our second example. And this one here, I am going to use the test prep method one more time, and after that I'm gonna just let it go. So that's this here. So 4 times 8 is 32. Then 8 times 3 is whatever it is. I'll get to that. 4 times 5. And this would be 24. plus 20 divided by 32. And this gives you 44 divided by 32. And I like to divide by the lowest numbers. Like I like to divide by 2 and 3. There's sometimes I want to find out the largest number I can divide by so I can shorten my division. But I've realized that by the time you figure out what the largest number is, if you divide these by, I could be done by dividing by just 2 or 3. So let's divide by 2's. So 2 here is 22. 2 here is 1, 1 left, and 12 is 6. 2 here again is 11. 2 here is 8. So the answer is 11 divided by 8. Okay, this is again, you want to find the lowest common multiple, and in this case, it's 8 because 4 divides into 8 and 8 divides into 8. So you say 4 and 8 is 2, so 2 times 3 plus 8 and 8 is 1, 1 times 5, and this would be 6 plus 5 divided by 8, and that would be 11 divided by 8. The same answer, but here you would notice we didn't have to divide anything. So that's a difference between the two, but then this one is more beneficial when you're adding or subtracting or working with more than just two fractions. It's much better. So going to go for a third example, and let's see, 1 over 25 plus 3 divided by 5. And here the lowest common multiple is 25. This is 25. And 25 and 25 is 1. 5 and 25 is 5. So you have 1 plus 15, so that's 16 divided by 25. And as you can see, you can't divide these two by the same thing. You can divide here by 4, but 4 doesn't go here. You know, 5 here, but 5 doesn't go here, and that means that is your final answer. So let's go to subtracting fractions. So the first example for the fraction subtraction will be the same as the addition, just to show you what different operations will do to the same set of numbers, same set of fractions. Of course, after this, we're going to do more. Um, we're going to do comprehensive fractions, as in the fractions that have all, the operations. But we'll be getting there in a couple of videos. So here, the lowest common multiple is 2. 2 and 2 is 1. this is 1 again. We have 0 divided by 2. And if 0 is divided by anything, it remains 0. And then, second example, 3 over 4 minus 5 over 8. And here again, 8. 4 in 8 is 2 times the 3 minus 8 in 8 is just 1 times the 5. 6 minus 5 divided by 8, and that gives us a final answer of 1 divided by 8. And that's our final answer. And for the third example, same numbers, minus 3 divided by 5. This is equal to 25. Lowest common multiple, 25 and 25 is 1. So right there. 5 and 25 is 5 times 3. And this will be equal to 1 minus 18 divided by 25. Which is equal to negative 14 divided by 25. And since you can't divide any further, that is your final answer. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and make this video for you. And if there are ways for me to improve it, I would gladly do that. Have a wonderful day.